Hiya, I hope you're keeping well. Today I'm going to do a really simple quick makeup. I'm literally going for a walk in the park with my friends. I've cleansed my skin already and I've got some moisturiser on, and I'm going to start with a little bit of Your Skin But Better foundation all over. Now this is nice and lightweight, and I find if ever I'm going outdoors my eyes really water. So I'm not going to do too much eye makeup. I'm going to load up the mascara, do a little bit of eyeliner, and make everything feel polished. But ultimately, it's going to be nice and fresh today. I mean, we're going for a little walk. It's freezing, so I don't know how long we'll actually be out, but one of the things I've really been trying to do is just put a bit of makeup on, or even if I go somewhere really small, just try and get a bit more dressed up than normal. Because when we're spending so much time indoors, I just feel like these small little steps when you do go out can make you feel so much better. So the makeup is going on. Okay, just gonna check this. I've done an all over wash of colour, and I'm just going to take the last of this foundation just in areas where I might need a little bit more cover. I'm paying attention to the centre of my face because I have been using retinol in my skincare routine, which is something I've only recently introduced. So I'm still getting used to the highs and lows of that. To be fair, I've got on quite well with retinol, but the odd day I can definitely feel that I look a little bit more red than I'm used to looking. But it's just part and parcel, isn't it? Okay, super simple. Simran said to me the other day, can I go into a bit more detail about how I do my brows? To be honest with you, I always mix and match brow products in the videos just so I'm showing you different things, and you know, you might like one formula versus I might prefer another formula, so I like to just show lots of different things. The one I use personally the most is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power. It's a double-ended pencil with a brush at the end, and I really think for your brows, any kind of product with a brush like this is key. Because if you watch how I do this, I am literally flinging this on so quickly. But really, where the perfection comes is with the little wand. So I'm not putting too much pressure on here, and I'm just getting the bulk of the colour on, and you can see there are some harsh lines. But then, by the time you've gone in with a firm touch with that little brush, it buffs out any of the fine lines, and what you're left with is just this lovely, fluffy brow finish that looks like natural hair. So I mean, again, it all depends on how you like to wear your brows. That might be a bit too soft for you. For me, I just love when you've got a pencil with that brush at the end, you are completely in control of how soft it comes up. Lots of people as well like to brush their brows through before they begin. Then you know where your little gaps are, what you'd like to fill in. The only thing I would say with that, I mean, I do think that's a great tip, but for me, I think my brows naturally fall into a place that's not as brushed up as that. So I'd rather know what I'm working with when they've like flopped back to their own devices. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, going in really softly here and just building that colour and fluffing it out until I'm happy with the result, and that's about right for me. Now, that foundation tends to dry to a bit more of a velvety finish, so I'm not going to put any powder on over that in terms of setting powder. I'm just going to go in with a bit of Doll Beauty bronzer. Now, I am a real experimenter when it comes to my makeup. You know what I'm like with my videos and things. I love trying different colours, and I'm a big play arounder. You know, I'm happy to try a bit of anything. But when it comes to every day, like say today, when I was thinking, oh, I'm just popping to the park, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a fresh base, a little bit of bronzer, bit of Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk liner, bit of lip balm. That is I think probably my default without me realising I've got a default. So that's kind of what I'm going to show you here. Now, don't want to do too much eye makeup, but yesterday I just did a really simple liner and some mascara and I felt really put together. So I should have sharpened that, but never mind. I'm going in with a NARS pencil along the waterline. In fact, I might just, if you'll excuse me here, you can only see half of me. I'm gonna do this into the mirror because I don't want my eyes to water, because they're already gonna water for the very fact that I'm going for a walk. That's just my eyes for you. So I'm just pulling this gently down. These NARS liners are so pigmented, but that won't move, is why I especially like them. And I'm gonna do the upper waterline as well. And just really make sure I'm right in to the tip of those lashes. I'm already starting to water, and I'm going to go around the other side. You can see, if you'll excuse me here, usually I'm so busy trying to have a chat that I'm not getting into all of those nooks and crannies. But I'm genuinely in a rush today, and I don't have time after I've finished to tidy up anything that isn't perfect. So I'm going for perfection straight away. Now, really lovely. This is the Glossier Pro Tip. This is a tiny, tiny liquid liner. So if you want something that doesn't look too much and is just nice and simple, I'd recommend this. I've been having a play with it this week. On my lids so far, I've literally just got the remnants of a little bit of my foundation that I swept over. But you'll be able to see now, this gets so close to that lash line. You don't necessarily look like you've got absolutely loads of liner on, but it gives you a nice feline shape. So I'm just going to flick that ever so slightly out at the end, barely detectable. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. You'll notice that for most of this, I'm keeping my eyes open. If you're struggling with your liner, keep your eyes open. Look down into your mirror. I'm obviously doing this one-handed because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. But if it would be easier for you, you could use another hand to very gently pull the skin a little bit, just so that you get a really precise line. I'm going to flick that out the tiniest bit at the end. Not so much to look like a flick, but just to follow where the curve of my lashes is naturally going to go. I think that line that you can see will all smooth out when I've got my mascara on, and I'm going to kick this one up a tiny bit. Go back on myself. There we go. I've got a wipe down here, and I'm just going to tidy up the underneath. Can you see how that is so thin, but it's made all the difference? So very gently tidy that up. That feels better. Now I'm going to curl my eyelashes. Annalisa sent me a message yesterday, and I used the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk mascara the other day, and she said, can you do a real close-up of that mascara to see how it builds? Now, I had used it in the context of a really bright makeup look, so I said to her, I'll do it like this so you can really see the impact of that mascara on its own. So here we go. I'm going to go in. I've been curling my eyelashes recently. They're really lovely curlers. They're from Doll Beauty. I like that the handle is so big. But I've been curling them because, going in with the mascara here, I've been using an eyelash serum from Lancome. I'll show it to you I'm going to do like an empties video. And it's really done a great job of my lashes, and they definitely feel fuller and a bit longer. And so it actually has been a bit more necessary for me to curl them because they're all sticking together because they've got so long. So I'm delighted, to be honest. because it's one of those steps that I'd usually be a bit too lazy to do. Okay, so I'm going to really tilt this down so I can get right into those inner corners. There we go, and I'll do the other side. I haven't actually dipped this in yet for any more product. So I'm just combing that through. I'm actually looking at this and I think I might not do any on the bottom, just for the sake of, I feel like it's nice and put together, but I know how runny my eyes will go, which I cannot be bothered. There is nothing more frustrating. It happened to me the other week when you're forever like messing with a runny eye, but that feels nice and pretty and put together. I've got some lip balm on. I'm literally going to go in with a little bit of Pillow Talk liner. Essentially, the reason I've beelined for this one is it's very similar to my natural lip colour. So whatever that looks like for you, if you go for something really similar, you can then kind of cheat it or plump it out. I'm just going to plump what's already there. And then lip balm wise, I haven't got it to hand, but the one I love, I'm a huge lip balm person, but there's an It Cosmetics one that tints to a nice soft rosy flush and it just breathes a bit of life into your lips. So I'm gonna go in with that one. Just taking that all over the balm that's already there. Buff out that little mistake, and there we have it. I don't think I'm actually going to go in with any blusher, highlighter, anything. Just really simple sometimes is best. As you can see, it's a bit of a dry shampoo day. I'm in my trackies. Perfect for a walk. So hope you enjoyed. I feel like that was a little less is more look without it meaning to be. Simran, I hope you enjoyed your brow tips. Annalisa, there's a look at the mascara. If there's anything else you want to see, just let me know and I will absolutely work it into my upcoming videos. Have a lovely day and I'll be speaking to you soon. Take care.